What's going on, everybody? This is Joe, and I am back once again for the final, for now, but probably for good, Innistrad Midnight Hunt pre-release kit opening. I have done many of these on the channel already, and there should be a playlist up in that top corner for you, so you should definitely click on that, check that out. We would appreciate it. I will say that in the last kit that we opened, we did get one mythic. I won't spoil it for you, so you can go check it out for yourself. But out of the individual openings that we've done, this being the final, the fourth and final, of the individual openings that we've done, that is the only mythic that I've opened. So I'm definitely hoping that this kit has a little bit more for us, because God knows. And also, this is the moment of truth. I usually just like go through this beginning portion while I talk to all of you, but if you look back here, you can see the spin downs that I've opened for this set. Now, I'm not like a hardcore collector, but I do enjoy trying to collect. I don't know if white wasn't a die that was printed, but I've opened 10 kits. This is the 11th, and it's still here, by the way. I haven't cracked into it. You would know. It's really loud when you open it up. If this doesn't have the white one in it, I'm going to be very annoyed, but I am going to find it in my own time, so don't you worry. But still, 11 kits, no white dice. We will see. 3, 2, 1. Ugh. Yeah, that's a lot of black spin downs, man. That's 5 now? Wow. Okay. Well, I guess. I mean, it makes sense for this set, right? Spooky set. It's not about white, it's about darkness. Because the night overtook the day, and don't worry about it. Anyway, we have this Harvesttide Begins little insert in here. If you have not seen me opening this before. The Return of an Ancient Tradition. We'll leave that on the side. We have the little divider for your deck and your sideboard and whatever else you want to put in here. And you have the packs. We will open those in this video. Obviously, that is why we are here. But also, don't forget, we have a code for MTG Arena. Woo! This is your last chance on this channel to get one of these for free, given away. And in fact, it's so nice, we're doing it twice. Because I opened other kits that weren't, on camera. And that meant that I got some codes. And as I'll remind you again later, you can only use one code per account on MTG Arena, which is stupid, Wizards. I paid money for this. Give me what I deserve. But regardless, it does mean that we get to pass this along to all of you and say thank you. So here you go. We will give those away at some random points in the video. So thank you so much for tuning in. And that's our way of saying thank you. And we have this little insert pack here that faked out everybody on the night of, because they were like, ooh, there's more stuff in here. There's really not. I mean, there is, but there's not. So we'll put the promo foil at the back because, look, it's a day-night token or indicator card. There are stand-in cards for double-faced cards. And finally, our promo foil rare or mythic is a Sun Gold Sentinel. This foiling pattern is actually really great. Surprise, surprise, because not a lot of the foils in this set are that good, because the arts are very dark, and it doesn't always look as good as it could. But this one looks awesome. This is also a fine card. Really, really cool. So, I mean, if we can play it, great. If we can't, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. But as always with these openings, definitely let us know what kind of a deck you would make if you had opened this kit at pre-release down in the comments below. And I'll talk about my opinions on it as well, of course. We have Tapping at the Window, Electric Revelation, Storm Rider Spirit, Duress, sick Duress art, love that, Might of the Old Ways, a Mounted Dread Knight, Gavany Silversmith, I really enjoy this card, and with our promo foil, that's pretty good, because they share a color. Famished Foragers, not bad. A Gale Drifter, that once disturbed, comes back as Whale Drifter. You may have seen it there. Our first uncommon is Stromkirk Blood Thief. Very good card. I like this one quite a bit. A Storm Skrillex, which is definitely just Skrillex. Everybody knows it. We're just pretending like we don't. And a Chaplain of Alms. Again, very interesting open with some of these other good white that we've opened so far. But it does flip, by the way, into Chapel Shield Geist. I don't know why I said Gast. That doesn't make any sense. The colors on this art are incredible. This is a perfectly fine card. It gives all your creatures ward 1, and it has flying in first strike. So yeah, no complaints here. And then, by the way, speaking of good white, our rare or mythic is very interesting. Sigarda's Splendor. I had this in a deck that didn't really have the support that it needed for it. So if we have enough in white that like does some life gain stuff or whatever, or we just have enough white spells, we could definitely make this work. If I'm playing white, I probably would include it, kind of no question, unless it was a white splash for whatever reason. But so far out of that first pack, or this first pack, white definitely seems to be the way to go so far. So Sigarda's Splendor probably gets in, followed by a Mountain. Gorgeous. These arts are so cool. And we have a foil. It is a foil green uncommon in Defend the Celestis. So like this is what I'm talking about. I told you this is a foil, but if you look at it, like you wouldn't know this is a foil. Would you? You would have no idea. None. Like maybe the frame a little, but no, even that's dark. Like it just looks awful as a foil. But I assure you it is supposed to be. The only way you can tell is like at the bottom, right? The like text at the bottom. That's the only thing that shines at all. Wow. Okay, I mean, hey, a fine card nonetheless, by the way. But there's Defend the Celestis. We have this gorgeous elemental token. This is incredible art. Very, very nice. And another stand-in card for the double-face cards. Pack 2. So not bad so far. I mean, we, like, you know, that Defend the Celestis feels nice, and a lot of these Coven cards want you to be in green-white, so... or like get a lot of benefits from being green-white. So it's something that I'll consider, but we'll see what else we can do. We have another Duress, another Might of the Old Ways, a Crossroads Candle Guide, Flip the Switch, not a bad counterspell. Morkrut Behemoth is a fun card. A Candle Lit Cavalry, 5-mana 5/5 that occasionally gets trample, not bad at all. Immolation, also not bad. A Sun Gold Barrage. I think especially in pre-releases that are sealed and are best of 3, this could absolutely just be a sideboard card, and I think that would be totally fine. We have a Famished Foragers, and another Gale Drifter, Whale Drifter. Okay, interesting, right? That was the one that we had last time, right? Or am I wrong here? Nope, I was right. Gale Drifter, Whale Drifter. Okay, I mean, 2, sure. Behind it, our first uncommon is Sunset Revelry. I don't love this card. I guess if we feel like we really want it for Sigarda's Splendor and like our opponent has like a fast deck, we could probably board it in because then we could just gain life or something. Very, very interesting. But again, I don't typically love this card. It would be sideboard at best. A Join the Dance, so another compelling reason to go into green-white. And a Fangblade Brigand, which flips into a Fangblade Eviscerator. So yeah, so far, nothing that tells me not to be in white and trending towards green, but we'll see. Let's see if this card helps us out. Our rare or mythic is... a Grafted Identity. This card is good. I enjoy this card quite a bit. There is a lot of bounce in like blue, so this could get like boarded out if you're playing against a blue deck that has like top or bottom of their library or bounce back to their owner's hand or whatever. But this is quite a good card. It's definitely something I would at least consider. I mean, we haven't... The Gale Drifter, Whale Drifter is a fine card, but it's not necessarily a reason where I'm like, yep, we're white-blue, no question. We'll have to see. Behind it, we have an Island, appropriate for the rare that we had, and a Zombie token with Decayed, as well as another stand-in card for the double-faced cards. 4 packs to go. This is pack number 3. We will be halfway through when we are done here. Good card if we're playing white. Soul Guide Griff. A Consider. Siege Zombie. A Plummet. Falconwrath Perforator. Eaten Alive. What a good removal spell. Very, very nice. And white-black does want to be the sacrifice deck. We have the Cathar Commando, speaking of sacrificing things, destroys artifacts and enchantments. A Festival Crasher. If we were in the blue-red spells deck, this card would be incredible. Bird Admirer is our common flip card, which flips into a Wing Shredder. Not bad. I think I mentioned in the last video that we did of these. Card is not great if you're aggro, but it's fine if you need blockers while you're, mulling around doing a bunch of other things. So, and when it's on its front side, it is a human if we have enough in green and white that cares about that. So just something to be aware of. Behind it, our first uncommon is Arcane Infusion. Again, we can keep our eyes open, but we haven't seen a lot of blue-red spells stuff so far. A Brood Weaver, very cool. I know Amy on our channel loves this card. And a Bereaved Survivor, very nice for what we've seen so far, which when it can transforms into the Dauntless Avenger. Really cool. And if you can play like a lower curve, I mean, this gets back our Sun Gold Sentinel even. So that's pretty good to know. Our promo foil can be gotten back by this flip uncommon. And so our next rare or mythic is... Ooh, very good card. Champion of the Perished. Interesting. I don't know that I've seen like a large mass of zombies, but God, this is a good card. Behind it, a Swamp. And do we have a foil? I think we do. We do. Wow. We have a foil showcase Harvesttide Infiltrator. Trample Daybound. It's an actual like decent looking foil because the background is actually light colored. Really, really nice. And then it flips into a Harvesttide Assailant where it also looks great in foil. This is a cool open. I mean, it's a common flip card, so like I'm not jumping up and down about the playability of it, but I mean the foiling looks fantastic, and those are very few and far between in this set. We know this. Hey, it's an insect token. Not bad. And a stand-in card for the Muddle Double Face, or not Muddle, that's not this set. The Double Face cards, excuse me. Hey, guess what? I mentioned the codes for MTG Arena. Here's one right now. As a reminder, I mentioned earlier, you can only use one code per Innistrad Midnight Hunt pre-release kit per account on MTG Arena, so be aware of that. If you've already used one, this one won't work for you. Hey, if you do get this one, and it does work, let us know in the comments. Shout it out. Let us know, first one, second one, whatever. So that we can congratulate you and so that your fellow viewers know not to waste their time. But thank you so much for joining us. We really hope you enjoy. Please don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell. You can watch us on stream playing MTG Arena every Monday and playing video games every Friday, also 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, where we have been playing some spooky games for the month of October. So thank you for joining us for all of that. We have another one coming, don't forget. But also, more packs. Because we are now halfway through this opening. I will see what else I can get out of here besides a finicky pack of cards. There we go. Secrets of the Key, not a bad card. Not for this deck so far, but not a bad card. Bat Whisperer, a Snarling Wolf, Flare of Faith, that's good for all the humans that we've been opening and seeing. Crossroads Candle Guide, Otherworldly Gaze, very nice. A Shadow Beast sighting, no complaints about that. Search Party Captain, also a great card. A Lamb Holt Harrier. Another Showcase Harvesttide Infiltrator, just not foil, which flips into the Harvesttide Assailant. We have a Firmament Sage as our first uncommon. I don't know that this is the card to mention on, but blue seems to be rearing its head as well here. A Rite of Oblivion, as does black. Interesting to point out. Good, very, very good card. And a Covert Cut Purse, not a bad card. And if and when you disturb it, it disturbs into a Covetous Geist. Interesting. Okay, not bad. 2/2 Flying Death Touch, right? I wouldn't complain about this. But that means that our next rare or mythic is an Angel Fire Ignition. This is interesting. 2 kits in a row we've gotten this one. I would play it. I don't know that our red has really stood out to me to say ooh, we definitely need to be in red now. But, I mean, this is very splashable. And I know I want to be in white, so yeah, this almost certainly gets in somehow. We haven't opened any like Evolving Wilds or anything yet, but I would still try it. So here's an Angel Fire Ignition. I like this card quite a bit. We have a Plains behind that, a Clue token, haven't opened one of these in a while, and another stand-in card. Hey, guess what? It's a code for MTG Arena. I just said all of it, so please tune in to the earlier one if you missed it. But one code per account, please be aware. And hey, if you get it, shout it out. Thank you sincerely for watching everything that we do here. Please don't forget, we have other channels as well, linked down in the description box below. You should check those out too. Our Video Games for All channel is doing a lot of amazing things, and Amy is doing some cool stuff over on Gluten Free for All as well. So don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell there too. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, 2 packs to go. We've got a Novice Occultist, not bad. Harvest Tide Sentry, okay. A Neonate's Rush, Unblinking Observer, a Blood Pact, Bounding Wolf, Locked in the Cemetery, a Gavany Trapper. Cool card. I like this one. A little expensive for the tapping, but it works, and when you need it, it's a good one. Ardent Elementalist, a Morning Patrol, which we know flips into a Morning Apparition. A very compelling reason to be in the Black-White Sacrifice deck is this Dreadhound. God, this card is incredible. A Thermo Alchemist, good card, but not for this deck. And a Mystic Skull. I'm like medium on this card, I would say. And it flips into a Mystic Monstrosity. This art is really cool. And hey, it would help us technically splash for Angel Fire Ignition if we were in black-white and wanted to splash red. Like I said, for the Angel Fire Ignition. By the way, sometimes you just open cool stuff. So behind it, we have another Sun Gold Sentinel as our rare. It's not legendary, so you could definitely have both out at the same time. I haven't seen a lot of life gain for the Sigarda's Splendor, but our white seems pretty strong so far. So there's that. Very nice. Behind it, a Swamp. Cool swamp art. A Beast token from Shadow Beast Sighting, and another stand-in card, which means we've got one more pack to go. Let's see if this pack confuses us, helps us, hurts us, what have you, in trying to decide what deck would we possibly make out of here. We start with a Blessed Defiance, pretty good. A Drown Yard Amalgam, Rotten Reunion, Pestilent Wolf, Evolving Wilds, there it is. It's another way to splash. We could do that. A Larder Zombie. Okay, not bad. A Dawnheart Rejuvenator. Pretty good. That adds 1 mana of any color. Another Gavany Silversmith. Really like this card. A Voldaren Stinger. Shady Traveler again, right? We had one of those earlier. Flipping into the Stalking Predator. Again, making our life a little bit more difficult. We have our first uncommon in Dawnheart Wardens. So kind of tough. Do we do black, white, green, white? Who knows? We have Dryad's Revival, also a very good card. And a Delver of Secrets. For limited, not the best card in the world, but for constructed, very, very good, I've heard. And it flips into Insectile Aberration. Now, I'm curious, do you think that our last card is going to help us decide what deck we want to be in? Like, what color we want to pair with our really good white? Our next and final rare or mythic is Lisa, Forgotten Archangel. She definitely helps me pick. I don't know about all of you, but I think I could be persuaded to play white-black and splash red for the Angel Fire Ignition. If you think that I should play green instead, if you think I should play blue, because we have like the Grafted Identity and a lot of the other cool blue stuff that we saw, let me know. But yeah, I think I would definitely put Lisa in here. This is a great, great card. Behind Lisa, we have a Plains and a Bat token, awesome looking Bat token, and another stand-in card for the double-faced cards. I have to say, right, I prefaced this by talking about looking for certain things. I was looking for a white D20. I was looking for some mythics. because I'd only opened the one. I zoomed in a little bit too far. Because I'd only opened the one in the last 3 kits that I'd opened. And I did not get one in this kit either, which is very interesting. It's been a while, I think, since I've not opened well in at least one of the kits that I've opened. Does that mean I'm about to go into some big speech about, maybe I should reconsider my... No, absolutely not. You always forward, never learning. No, that's not true. I love opening pre-release packs. I'm not necessarily sitting here going, I need the return on investment. I just enjoy opening them. I enjoy collecting, and I enjoy showing it to all of you and joining or having you all join me for this type of stuff. So please let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. First of all, of course, what kind of a deck would you make? But second of all, what'd you think? What'd you think of the opening? What do you think of my methods for opening? Always interesting to hear folks' opinions. Thank you for tuning into each and every one of these that you did. Hopefully, as soon as Innistrad Crimson Vow is available, we will be out with those openings. So definitely stay tuned. Please don't forget to sub and ring that bell. Super, super helpful. For us, but also for you, because you get notifications whenever any of our videos come out, and you will be able to, if you're looking for those codes, you'll be able to get a code as soon as the video is released, so that you don't miss a single one. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. And for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe. And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.